Right now, the world is mourning the end of an era.
We are staying on top of the breaking news as hundreds gather right now outside of Buckingham Palace. You're, of course, taking a live look right there. The world is now waiting and watching for what will happen next following the death of Queen Elizabeth II. This is 10 Tampa Bay at 5:30. I'm Courtney Robinson.
And I'm Josh Sidorowicz. Queen Elizabeth sat on the throne longer than any other monarch in British history. Under rules of the British monarchy, it is Prince Charles who now immediately becomes the King of England. He has been the Prince of Wales for longer than anyone in the history of the United Kingdom's monarchy.
Charles is first in the line of many successors in the royal family. Prior to her Platinum Jubilee, Queen Elizabeth did express her wish that Charles's wife, Camilla, be known as Queen Consort when he ascended to the throne. Because she's not a member of the royal family by blood, she has no claim to the throne and will not become queen if Charles were to pass away or step down. That would, of course, go to Prince William.
And taking a closer look here at that royal line of succession tonight, after Charles, it would be Prince William. Then would follow his and Duchess Catherine's three children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. Now, it's likely that nobody beyond Louis will ever take the throne because William and his three children, his grandchildren, and so on would either have to die or abdicate their right to the monarchy, which has only happened once in history. And once George becomes a father, his children and grandchildren will be ahead of Charlotte in that line of succession. And within the past hour or so, we have learned that Charles has chosen his name and title for his new position to succeed his mother. He will be King Charles III. Which might seem obvious, but he didn't necessarily have to do that. And that's because, well, monarchs, they can actually choose whatever title they want, and they can do the same with their name. For example, he could have chosen another name from his full given name, which is Charles Philip Arthur George. And had he followed royal tradition for many kings, he could have actually went with George, and he would have become George VII.
You know, that was a debate with Queen Elizabeth as well. They were
exactly.
trying to convince her to change her name, and she said, no, my name is Elizabeth. I will be Elizabeth II. So what happens next is all part of a carefully coordinated plan that has been in the works for decades. It is called Operation London Bridge, and it is literally right down to the very minute. So it started, among other things, with this notice being posted of the Queen's death on the gates of Buckingham Palace. This happened hours ago, and tomorrow morning, a proclamation will be read at 11 a.m. British time, officially announcing the new reign of King Charles. On day 2 after the Queen's death, that proclamation will be carried and read in capitals and villages across the UK in ceremonial fashion. The Queen's funeral, according to the plan, should be 10 days after her death, and it will be observed as a public holiday.